Hey guys, this is Dana, and this is video number 39 in the Red Flags of a Narcissist series. Video 39 is red flag number 39, which is they demand trust that isn't earned. And so, what do I mean by this? Well, if you've ever been in any type of dynamic with a narcissist or a sociopath or a psychopath or antisocial or any other form of highly manipulative person, they really feel that we should just take their word as gospel truth, even though their words and their actions don't line up. And even though they might have had some really outrageously bad behavior like last week. So we might have caught them, cheating or stealing or lying or doing something pretty major. And it was probably like pulling teeth to get them to fully admit to it. And now in their mind, it's like, well, it's been a week. They said that they were sorry, so we just somehow need to get over it. And that's just that demanding of trust that isn't earned, right? Because trust that's earned, it's a foundation. It takes time. It takes a certain level of sincere remorse and responsibility and accountability of a person's behavior. It takes massive action on their end to actually work towards repairing the relationship. When a person has a pattern of being a chronic liar, you can't trust anything that they say, ever. And so it doesn't make sense, right? If a person's lying to you and then they're talking more, so they have the potential to lie more, you can't trust their excuses and their justifications for things because odds are those are more lies too. The only thing that you can trust is actions, and not just actions here and there. I mean, not just flowers or dinner or even an apology or, them being on their best behavior. It needs to be massive action towards repairing that relationship. So, and again, that starts with that true level of accountability and responsibility for what they did wrong. If they can't truly articulate that without blaming other people or blaming you, then there's no honest introspection that's been done. There's no accountability there, so that you can guarantee that behavior is going to continue because they don't fully own what they did as being wrong or hurtful. So what you see a lot of times is this demanding of trust. Let's say, for example, this person, I think cheating is probably one of the more common scenarios. I know I go back to this a lot in my videos, but I think it's just something that most people deal with. That's why. So let's say a person deals with, again, cheating. Then, they take their narcissist back, and the narcissist might be telling them, she threw herself at me or he threw himself at me, and you were working a lot or spending too much time with the kids, or you'd gained weight or you'd lost weight or what have you, right? And then the narcissist is going to use any form of probably like guilt or obligation or love or hope or religion or fear or intimidation in order to demand that the victim trust them. Like, you know what? I told you I loved you and I meant it, and you're not forgiving me, and I thought you were a Christian, and aren't Christians supposed to forgive? Oh, you think you're so high and mighty. Well, you think you're so much better than me, and now you see you're the one with the problem because you have this holier than thou attitude. No, the reality is I just caught you cheating last week, and it's been a week, and you are not willing to live a life of total transparency. Right? Normal people, when they get caught cheating, are willing to live a life of total transparency. They admit to everything that happened. You don't have to pull teeth to get them to admit to things. They might be using guilt. This is all your fault, or this is, you don't want to split up our home. So now you're the bad guy because now you want the divorce. But the reality is, no, their behavior is what caused the divorce. Now you're left having to either pull the plug or try to make things work. That sense of obligation of, we're married. I thought commitment was for the long haul. Like, oh, I see how you are. Commitment just means nothing to you. Like, I'm the one that's really willing to work for this relationship, and now you're not. And so again, spinning it back, now the victim's got the problem. They're the one with the commitment issue. Or the idea of love. I really love you. I mean, can't you tell? Look how sincere I am. I'm here. I'm at your doorstep. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I mean, name it. Therapy, rehab. You don't want me to ever talk to other women again? Okay, that's fine. Whatever extreme action that they're going to promise to take, they're actually not going to. But they're going to say that in order for you to kind of it's a hoover, it's attempt at hoovering to kind of let you crack that door back open. Because once they know, once you crack that door open, once you give an inch, they will take 2 feet. They don't just take one, they take two. So, and of course, they also use hope that this relationship can really change, that you guys can have this relationship back to what they want, but what you originally wanted. And it's not, it's just all this manipulation. They get very offended when you bring up kind of a rational response to whatever bad behavior they did. So if you say, you got caught cheating, or, now you have another child with another woman. So or another man, I want us to go into therapy. I want you to be sleeping on the couch. I want us to separate. They are going to pitch a fit to the likes of which you've never seen. And it's not because they care. A lot of victims, I think, feel like, well, they're so emotional about this because they care. And it's not that. It's because they're being inconvenienced and they don't like that. And that's why it's really important that you just go back to the way things were, go back to just giving them full trust, even though they've given you nothing but several hundred words as to try to just reassure you to keep you in the relationship. So they don't want to sleep on the couch. They don't want to separate. They don't want to go through a divorce. They don't want to pay, child support or not have a double income or kind of what have you. So it helps to just kind of slow things down, figure out what you need to do in order to stay safe and sane in all of this, and what you need as far as actions that they need to take in order for you to reestablish trust in your relationship, if that's at even possible. I mean, if you're with a highly manipulative person that has a pattern, okay, of lying, cheating, stealing, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Even doing any of those things like once is a huge, huge issue. In my mind, that's like deal breaker stuff right there, just to do it once. But if it's a pattern of behavior, then they're showing you that they really don't care, because they're not willing or able to change for whatever reason. And they're going to continue doing it. And then they're going to continue giving you these false promises of change and of hope and of all these things to stay in the relationship, but they're not changing. So that's kind of what this is all about. Trust is earned. It takes time. Don't let anybody push you into doing anything that you're not comfortable doing. If you really feel like you need a timeout from this relationship, if this person is the right person for you, then they will respect that. Any sane, decent person who's done wrong understands, like, yeah, I really broke trust. I'm truly sorry. Please do whatever you need to do in order to feel more comfortable with me, because I'm sorry. That's how normal, decent people handle a breach of trust. And that's how you can kind of tell the difference between a manipulative person and a truly, sincerely remorseful person. So I hope that helps. I'll be really curious to see kind of what you guys have to say about this. As always, any questions, comments, concerns, frustrations, ideas, insights, feedback, you need some support, you just want to say hi, contact info is down below. Best place to get a hold of me is in my support group. So, I look forward to seeing you guys there, and lots of love to you. As always, you guys are not alone. You're not crazy, and you really can heal from this. You really can. So take care, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.